excitement, what expectation do you sense around the club as you prepare to get your season underway?
Finally. So, how it always is in that period of time when you have kind of a couple of talks and phone calls and stuff like this, and people still ask you about your summer, how was your summer and stuff like this, and you have to start thinking about it. I don't know anymore actually, because so many things happened since then. So it was not the longest preseason we had in our lives, but it was a very intense one, and preseason is very, 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 very important, but I don't like it too much. That's because it's the games are in very, very difficult circumstances always, and all the traveling and stuff like this. But it's something we have to do. But now we start with for us normal rhythm, and I'm really happy about that. And how it looks in the moment, apart from the injured players, obviously, all players are in, and so a couple of decisions to make, and then let's start tomorrow night.
You've been taken through the VAR system this week. How happy, how satisfied are you that it will work without really detracting from the spectacle that is the Premier League football?
It was good. It was really good when they showed us the process pretty much. How it looks really was interesting, and looks safe as much as you can be safe when human beings are involved. That's how it is. But a lot of things will be clear. I think with the offside we will not have a lot of problems, because that will be extremely clear. And all the other things, there's always then still interpretation, but that's normal. And so football keeps. And what I saw, they can be pretty quick in their decision making. So that I followed it now for 2 years in Germany. It was not an easy start, I would say, but meanwhile it's kind of settled, and you have now discussions about other things after the game, but you have still discussions about decisions, obviously. That's how it is, so football will not miss anything in the stadium. I think it will be fine. Yes, there are the moments when the team is celebrating and then somebody is telling them that was a bit too early, but these things are part of the deal. Apart from that, I'm very positive about it.
And as it's deadline day, we have to check. Were you offered the chance to bring Coutinho back, and any chance at all that you will spring a surprise by adding to your squad before that 5 o'clock deadline?
To part one of your question, no answer. So how we deal with things like this in the past gives us opportunity to say now nothing, because we don't make big comments on these things, and and the other thing is then pretty much the same answer. It's not really likely, so maybe if you have something else to do, you should go to Everton. I think they are more busy after the press conference. No, but we will see. It's our transfer window was checking options and thinking about it, and then making decisions. That's how we do it always. And if nothing happens, then the decisions were always that it was not the right option for us. So that's how it is, and we will not make signings. I don't think anybody will do that, but we will not make as well signings just for sign somebody. So because that makes no sense, and that's it.
Sam, you mentioned about players coming in. Obviously, Sadio, the very last one, I think, to walk through the doors. We saw him coming on Monday, didn't we? Could he be ready for tomorrow night?
Yes. He had only 2 weeks off, so he didn't lose a lot. That's the good news. It looks fit. Yes, he's an option. Yesterday was the first session with the team, because Monday he came in at 4 o'clock or so when we already left. And Tuesday the team was off, and he had then his individual session. Yesterday, now with the team first time, looks absolutely okay, and in good spirits, and looking forward to it. So yes, he's an option, but we will see.
I know we had a chat, we talked about Norwich City, but what are the dangers for you in terms of the momentum that a championship winning team has with all the goodwill that
Yeah, that's for them. It's like championship winning is for them like for us Champions League winning because it's so long ago. You cannot really build on that. But of course, both teams have enough reasons to be confident. So we saw that for us in the preparation for the first game of the season is always difficult. You always need a few games from last season as well, and that's what we did, obviously. And they're really special. For a championship team, but they were last year because the way they played, clear structure, clear plan, little coincidence in the games. Really, everything looks like proper planned, and that's they have all my respect. But look, these kind of fixtures with all the stories around are always like the proper banana skins. It's like made for something like that. But if you are not aware of it, if you go like not 100% in a game like this, you will slip by 100%. They are too good for that. That's a good team. The funny thing is with that, I don't think I ever faced a Premier League team where I worked together with so many players before, so that's really nice. When they were really young, yes, but I still know them, and it will be really interesting. But we have to make sure that we are ready, and we respect them 100%. And how it is in football, you should show the respect for the opponent with the attitude you put in a game. So with the effort you put in the game, with the desire you show, and all that stuff, we have to be from the start. And I used this word already, but that's the new season again. So we have to be angry again, we have to be greedy again, we have to be all these things. And we have to create a football atmosphere. I don't know exactly if is there any ceremonies before the first game of the Premier League season? Any base jumper or something like that? In Germany it's like this, so I'm happy that it's not like this. Good, so we can focus on football. But I think there will be the atmosphere will be good because it's a while ago that we played at Anfield and our crowd is waiting for us. We were waiting for our fans, and so maybe the first, I don't know, the welcome will be even a bit more, a bit louder, a bit more emotional. You never walk alone, maybe. But then with the first whistle, we have to be in the season and in the game. All of us just be on your toes, like in the best game. I don't think for a football team it's like this. Maybe you need a couple of games to be at 100%. But I'm a supporter as well, and as a supporter, I don't need that. So season starts, be at 100%, and create an Anfield atmosphere, which only Anfield can create, and that would be really helpful. Don't think about the name or whatever of opponent, about competition or whatever. Just dig in that game and celebrate it with performance. That's it. And hopefully, I think we will be ready for that. It's long ago that we were together, so now we should show that we are ready to go again.
Juliet, anything from you?
Jurgen, you said there are a couple of decisions still to be made in terms of, I guess, teams and all players being available. Is it going to be very much similar to last season's lineup?
Yeah. Of course, we have to say team.
Maybe promoting players from within or something like that?
Oh, we have a lot of options. I could have, I don't know how many, but a lot of different lineups. Really, no player gave me any reason to leave him out. So it's about, we have probably, hopefully, nothing happens today or tomorrow morning, so we have to make decisions about the squad already, which is always a really hard one for the players. So if you have a full preseason in your legs and you performed well, and then when it's the first important day, not the only one and not the last one, but the first important day, you are not involved. That's hard, but that's how life is for professional football players. Yes, lineup-wise, I have to make decisions as well, of course, but I don't think we can line up a team which never played together before. I'm not sure. Can we? Could we? Oh yes, if Ox starts, then I don't think that Ox started the game together with Ali. Yeah, that would be completely new. So yeah, but apart from that, maybe we have. That's a decision I have to make. So the last game was good. I think it was as good as possible for the moment when we played it against City, especially second half. Everyone knows that was really okay, and now let's build on that. That's all.
Michael?
Jurgen, not just for Norwich, but for all teams playing against Liverpool, it's a massive game.
Liverpool now, particularly in Anfield, but having won the Champions League last season, is the target on your back? Does that intensify the battle for teams you're going to be playing against?
You have to ask them, but it's the life is a challenge. Yeah, now we all know constantly, and this challenge is now that everybody will say, because I didn't see the Norwich players for years, but the players I worked with, and Danny Farke, I don't think we met before, and he 100%. So I will congratulate him for the big achievement of last year, and he will do the same. That's the only real difference. That's because usually you have other words before a game. Maybe if you see each other first time. Apart from that, yeah, maybe it's like this, but that's how I said. That's what we have to be ready for. So I already thought last year, or since I'm in, when Liverpool is coming or somebody's showing up at Anfield, then it looks always like a very special game. Can it be even more special? I don't know in a moment, but we have to be ready for that. But we have a big influence on game development and the story of the game, and we should write our part in the right way, and that's more important. It's not about playing the best football you play in history. It's to play the best football you are able to play in this moment. And what's very, very important, even as a team who won the Champions League last year, we have to stay the team who nobody wants to play against, and not because the name, not because the quality we have, no, because of the intensity we put in the game. And that's what I will ask the boys for, and that's what we have to show tomorrow night, the first time in that season.
Is this almost a fresh start, you think, for Naby Keita, given that he made his debut in the first game of last season, was absolutely outstanding, but from there on in, it was so many interruptions because of injuries, and even when you're coming back, it's difficult to get your rhythm, but now he's had a bit of a break. Is this a big opportunity for him?
For all of us, yeah, and for him as well, because but he was unfortunately injured again after the African Cup, so he's training now for 2 weeks. So was ups and downs last year. So and could train, could not train, could train, could not train. So he still is building the 100% fitness, of course. But yes, it's not only for him; it's for Ox the same. Like a fresh start, even when he had a couple of more games, I would say, before he got injured. But that's really important. So we have these boys in, and it's good. It's a very long season. We talk about the first game, and there will come up a couple of others, and we have to be ready for all of them. I was really happy when I saw how the influence was, or contribution was of especially then Shaq and Naby and Adam. It looked really, really good, because with Adam we have another player like this. Shaq was injured as well, so it's really good that they are in a good way, and that they really show. We have different options, and that's very important to us and for Naby, of course. He looks completely different. This preseason was completely different. He wasn't now only the last 2 weeks in, but you could see already that he's much more settled in the team. Completely different body language. Everything is different. So yes, we expect a lot, and he expects a lot, and rightly so.
Good on the second round, David.
Jurgen, in terms of team news, how's James Milner? Is there
Good.
any other concerns?
No, Millie is trained yesterday with the team 100%. Could have trained probably on Tuesday, but we were not in. So and with the team, he trained with the team. So yeah, he will be fine.
Fantastic. Do you think Mauro radio guys on that side of the room? Chris, no? Okay. No? Anything from you? James?